Moldova's history and current situation. What lies ahead for a small nation under Russia's influence? Eastern Europe's small nation, Moldova, has a complex history and faces significant geopolitical challenges. After gaining independence following the collapse of the Soviet Union, the country remains heavily influenced by Russia, particularly in the eastern Transnistria region, where pro-Russian forces maintain de facto independence. Meanwhile, under the leadership of pro-European President Maia Sandu, Moldova is pursuing reforms aimed at EU membership, sparking major changes domestically and internationally. Additionally, the effects of the Ukraine war, including hosting refugees and dealing with economic shocks, have posed significant challenges for Moldova's future. This video delves into Moldova's history, current circumstances, and the opportunities and challenges arising from its geopolitical position. Today's agenda: 1. Moldova's basic information. 2. Historical background. 3. Russia's influence. 4. Anti-Russian forces in Moldova. 5. NATO membership status. Ideographic, 6. The impact of the Ukraine war. 7. Steps toward EU membership. 8. Economic challenges and opportunities. 9. Future prospects. Let's get started. 1. Moldova's basic information. Moldova is a landlocked country in Eastern Europe, covering an area of approximately 33,800 square kilometers, about the size of Kyushu, Japan. It has a population of roughly 2.6 million, with its capital in Chisinau. The official language is Romanian, and its economy is primarily based on agriculture. Moldova is particularly renowned for its wine production, with the Mici underground wine cellar being the largest in the world. The country has a temperate continental climate, with fertile soil that supports its agricultural output. Ethnically, Moldovans form the majority, but the country is also home to Russians, Ukrainians, and other minority groups. The dominant religion is Eastern Orthodoxy. Geographically located between Romania and Ukraine, Moldova has historically been influenced by various external powers. Today, while aiming for EU membership, the country still experiences strong Russian influence. 2. Historical background. 1. From ancient to medieval times, the region now known as Moldova was inhabited by the Dacians during the Roman Empire, fostering cultural and economic growth under Roman influence. After the Roman withdrawal in the 3rd century, the area faced invasions by migrating tribes such as the Goths, Huns, and Avars. In the medieval era, the region came under the influence of the Byzantine Empire, the Mongol Empire, and Slavic groups. By the 14th century, the Principality of Moldavia emerged, establishing its independence. Although it came under Ottoman suzerainty in the 16th century, the principality retained a degree of autonomy and developed its unique culture and identity. 2. From modern times to the Soviet era. In the early 19th century, following the Russo-Turkish War, the eastern part of the Principality of Moldavia, known as Bessarabia, was annexed by the Russian Empire. Under Russian rule, the region became a focal point of Russification policies. After World War I in 1918, Bessarabia united with the Kingdom of Romania, only to be occupied by the Soviet Union during World War II. In this period, the Moldavian Soviet Socialist Republic was established, undergoing significant changes under communist rule, including agricultural collectivization and industrialization. 3. Post-independence turmoil. Moldova declared independence in 1991, following the collapse of the Soviet Union. However, it faced immediate instability, particularly in the eastern Transnistria region, where pro-Russian forces declared independence, leading to armed conflict. Russian troops have since remained in the region, which operates under de facto independence. Moldova's government continues to face challenges in asserting its control, leaving the country divided and struggling with political and economic uncertainty. Moldova's history is marked by external influences and struggles for autonomy. Understanding this complex historical background is essential to grasping the country's current challenges, particularly the Transnistrian issue, which remains a key factor in Moldova's relations with Russia and its European integration efforts. 3. Russia's influence. Despite its independence, Moldova remains heavily influenced by Russia. The Transnistrian region, where pro-Russian forces maintain de facto independence, and Russian troops are stationed. Exemplifies Russia's political and military influence. Moldova's reliance on Russian energy further entrenches this dependency, with gas price negotiations and supply disruptions having a significant impact on its economy. Additionally, pro-Russian political parties and communities within Moldova contribute to domestic divisions. However, pro-European forces, led by President Maya Sandu, are actively pursuing reforms to reduce Russian influence and align Moldova closer with the EU. This geopolitical tension continues to shape Moldova's future. 4. Anti-Russian forces in Moldova. Moldova is also home to strong pro-European forces, particularly concentrated in the capital, Chisinau. These groups have gained momentum under President Maya Sandu, who was elected in 2020 on a platform of EU integration, anti-corruption, and legal reforms. While tensions with pro-Russian factions persist, the government has strengthened ties with the European Union and international organizations to reduce Russian influence. Among younger generations, there is growing support for pro-European values and economic stability, further driving Moldova's shift toward the West. 5. NATO membership status. Moldova does not currently seek NATO membership. The country's constitution enshrines a policy of neutrality, and maintaining this stance is seen as a way to avoid escalating tensions with Russia. Instead, Moldova focuses on strengthening ties with Europe through non-military partnerships, while balancing its complex relationship with Moscow. 6. The impact of the Ukraine war. The war in Ukraine has profoundly impacted Moldova. The country has hosted one of Europe's largest per capita influxes of refugees, demonstrating significant humanitarian efforts. At the same time, economic challenges have intensified, with reduced energy supplies from Russia and soaring gas prices straining the economy. Tensions have risen in the Transnistrian region, where the presence of Russian troops heightens security concerns. Despite these pressures, President Sandu continues to advance EU integration efforts and foster international collaboration, striving to stabilize Moldova's economy and security. 7. Steps toward EU membership. Under President Sandu's leadership, Moldova has prioritized EU membership. Recognized as an EU candidate country in 2022, Moldova has embarked on significant reforms to align with European standards. However, internal resistance from pro-Russian groups and the unresolved Transnistrian issue remain major obstacles to achieving this goal. 8. Economic challenges and opportunities. Moldova's economy, heavily reliant on agriculture, is known for its wine industry, which enjoys international acclaim. Yet, the country faces significant challenges, including labor migration and a dependence on remittances, which account for around 15% of GDP. These trends exacerbate population decline and labor shortages. On the other hand, opportunities lie in expanding access to EU markets and developing the tourism sector, with attractions like the world-renowned Milestimici wine cellars. Additionally, Moldova is exploring renewable energy to reduce its dependence on Russian supplies. 9. Future prospects. Moldova's future depends on its ability to overcome political divisions, economic difficulties, and geopolitical challenges, while balancing Russian influence and pursuing EU integration. The nation faces a complex path forward. Conclusion. Moldova is a small but resilient nation with a complicated history and significant modern challenges, as it works toward EU membership and navigates its relationship with Russia. The country's future remains uncertain yet hopeful. Stay tuned for further updates on Moldova's journey. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.